The Pentagon is working at this hour to confirm whether North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is lying or telling the truth. Okay, so he's claiming that the successful ballistic missile test over the weekend can be fitted with nuclear warheads and can reach Japan and the U.S. Now, not every test that they've pulled off has been a success. This one follows the North's recent failed missile launch, which was followed by reports the U.S. had sabotaged that test by going through a cyber-attack route. Chertoff Group co-founder and former Homeland Security Chief of Staff Chad Sweet joins us now. You help companies deal with all kinds of cyber hacking. We have a bunch of things that we have to tackle here, including the malware attack. But first to North Korea. Do you believe Kim Jong-un when he says that that missile they were able to successfully launch can carry a nuclear warhead and can hit the U.S.?
Well, it's very difficult to know for certain. The Pentagon and our intelligence apparatus has an ability to intercept what's called telemetry, which are the signals that come off of the missile during flight, and that can give us clues as to how strong is the performance. Certainly, the size of the missile also indicates that it could carry a very substantial payload, and it is disturbing that, unlike the prior failed launches, this one did succeed in going to completion.
Well, do you think that the U.S. had the capability to shoot the other missile that the North tried to set off course and was successful? And is that a path that we should really try to pursue? Instead of, we're not going to get boots on the ground in North Korea, but maybe we can certainly get, megabits on the ground.
Well, I think when you say shoot, I think you mean cyber attack, and I think
Correct.
That's a great point. It's now public and has been disclosed that Operation Olympic Games, which is the United States' first use of offensive cyber, and a thing that's widely known as Stuxnet, where we took out, along with the Israelis, the centrifuges of the Iranian nuclear program. The same here in North Korea. I'm not read into that program and don't know for sure, but it certainly would be a reasonable thing for the United States to do. But the problem, though, is that it's their ticket to survival, the nuclear program. And as a result, they're going to do everything in their power to continue to do it. Our cyber skill and acumen can help slow it, but ultimately, as you noted, there's going to have to be a longer-term solution than just slowing it down.
I promised our viewers that you, on the outside of the government, but having been there and know a lot about this stuff, would answer the question regarding this ransomware. Should people pay the ransom? Right now, it's supposedly, what, $300? That was initially, and then they said if you don't pay it within 3 days, the price doubles. So now it's $600.
Right.
$70,000 worth of ransom has been paid, and these people are saying that, wait, we're waiting, and our computers haven't been unlocked. So that's a mistake, I would think, but you tell our viewers.
Well, it's a difficult question, and there's theory and then there's reality. I think the theory is, obviously, you don't want to be paying them for two reasons. One is that you're encouraging more of this if you do it, and then secondly, it could be illegal. If the counterparty is actually a terrorist organization, you would be providing material support to terrorism, which is against the law. And the last thing, though, I would note, though, is you have to deal with the realities that right now we're kind of in the wild, wild net. So everyone's waiting for the cyber police to show up, and unfortunately, we're all learning the hard way that we are woefully behind as both the United States and the world in being able to address this threat. So one thing I would remind the viewers on, though, is right now nobody that has paid the ransom in reality has gotten their data back. So this is the wild, no one. So this is the wild, wild net, and it's when you play in that dark world, the rules aren't fair, and you could absolutely be fleeced.
And let's just tackle the cloud question, Chad. How secure is the cloud? Everyone talks about how great it is that you can access Google Docs. I do it, and I'm just wondering, is there a security protocol that big cloud server organizations like Amazon, like Intel, have the appropriate protections in place?
Well, it's actually, if you look at it, more secure on balance to use the cloud systems. And why is that? It's because if you think about it, any one of us, either individually or our businesses, we don't have the same scale of resources to devote towards security. If we pull that together, these cloud offerings can actually provide greater degrees of security. And the thing that we just saw in the WannaCry ransomware attack was preventable through patch management.
Right.
And so if you have a cloud-based approach to security, that gives you much more automation and reliability in patch management. And I would just say, too, that the Trump administration has done a good job here. When you look at the president signed the cybersecurity executive order last Friday. We just saw the president's advisor on Homeland Security and Counterterrorism, Tom Bossert, give a national press conference on this right now. And I think that is a sign that we're using this as a teachable moment where people can see that we need to take the fight to the enemy and have much better security through cloud-based services.
Absolutely, and they haven't found the nefarious evil people yet, and they want to be paid through Bitcoin, so that's hard to trace.
They're going to be on the hunt, though, and they better keep running because they're going to keep coming after them.
Okay, you go after them. Chad Sweet, Chertoff Group co-founder, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.